commencing our keynote addresses, it is a distinct privilege to introduce our first keynote speaker, Ms. Soumini Sunkara, the founder of Agrighar. May I request Ms. Soumini Sunkara to please come on the stage and deliver the keynote address.
Dr. Soumini Sunkara is a passionate nation builder committed to transforming rural livelihoods through women empowerment, food entrepreneurship, and community development. Through her flagship initiative Agrighar, she is building India's largest ecosystem for rural food processing entrepreneurs, empowering women and youth with skills, technology, and market access. Through WeAim and Bima Global, she enables women to become successful entrepreneurs while connecting rural producers to national and global markets. Driven by the belief that entrepreneurship creates dignity, financial independence, and lasting prosperity, Dr. Soumini continues to inspire thousands of women to become empowered wealth creators.
Good morning all. A warm welcome to CSR Summit, and it's a grand privilege for me to stand before you to speak about what I've been working from past 10 plus years. I've been working on transforming this food systems. As we all know that farmers are in distress. I have been doing this. I've finished my PhD in ICRISAT. While working in Rural Development Department, I realized that farmers are failing to take their next generations further, being the reason that they're not seeing the agriculture anymore profitable. That's where I have changed, or the vision of what I'll be talking further would be like, there is a lot of food which we fail to address. It's not because the farmers are not producing, neither it's not about they are failing in agriculture system. There is a huge system which is available. The farmers are, though they struggle a lot to produce from seed to every day they see the sunshine, they also make sure that they take care of the seed as their child, but that we need to address that whether it's the entire produce is getting into our plates. We are talking about 40% of loss of the harvested produce which is not reaching today. We are talking about $1.3 billion of structure where we need to ensure this 33% it's not reaching consumers itself. So this is where we need to actually work on. Everyone being the professional here needs to think beyond agriculture, beyond production, beyond the farm level, and that's where we stand before you. And there is a lot of food insecurity. In fact, if we can save this food and ensure that it reaches to the consumers, and we can also feed the hunger. We all know that farmers are well versed in production. We have agriculture system in place, the entire technology is in place, but the real gap is they are not able to get the benefit of it. That's where we come as providing a solution. In fact, the loss of value is lack of proper infrastructure at their source. This is the solution which we needs to be working. In fact, there is a lot of structure which we have to ensure that we work on the logistics, connecting the farm level produce to the consumer, you and me, who includes, and the major difference where we have to address is processing infrastructure, because the farmers are now selling in the form of raw produce, but what we eat is not what is grown. So that's where we want to propose here, which also prevents from ruling out the middleman and also making this the true share value of the farmer to reach to their pockets. Yeah, the opportunity is, again, the global food requirement is going to increase by 70% by 2050. And we also we need to ensure that these farmers or the farmer organizations should move from production level to value addition and thereby generate wealth. We are talking about community systems, cluster development programs, and processing at the farm gate value. That's where our interventions would be there. think about a farmer throwing his tomatoes. You keep discussing about it, what we can do. But what if we create that processing facilities near them, and we fund them, we support them, we handhold them, and then ensure that their produce is not just lost into the manure, but also made them into value, like we can make different value systems like dehydration, making into powders, or getting into value addition such as sauces and everything. But these should be what the next slide. The next, our proposal is like these should be community owned, in fact farmer owned. We have been working from past 10 years with the community organizations such as SHG Women and farmer organizations. We have beautiful structures in India now where we are talking about 50,000 FPOs which are already formed by central and state governments, but they need a direction. That is where we come forward and make sure that they reduce the post-harvest losses, enter into the value chain, adapt to the processing and value addition as the major role, and then ensure that local food systems are developed through their structures. Our flagship model is now existent very evidently in Chowtappal Industrial Estate. We have a 12,000 square feet facility where we are talking about integrating that farm level to the plate, where we have an integrated training facility attached to the manufacturing facility where people come to get trained on the manufacturing no matter what they grow. What we have a solution today is like whether the farmer is growing a rice, millet, dals or cold press oil, we have a processing facility there where we train them to get into value addition, make them understand the value of the product, what they are producing, and ensure that the benefit get passed on. We also help them to build up branding onto their names, and they also get recognized. See, today we are also are in the need of the hour where we have to recognize these farmers. No matter what they are doing, they are failing. We are failing. We all fail to recognize them as professionals, and I make sure that farmer is the highest risk-taking entrepreneur. We should acknowledge that, and we need to ensure that we are giving that due respect to the farmer, because if you and me are working anywhere, it's all that we work for these 5 fingers to go into our mouth. And if you are not able to address the person who is doing at the farm level, and if he is not happy, so what are we working on? This is the concern what we want, and our infrastructure is like includes training, processing, facilitation, linking to government schemes or the funding sources where they also get support from organizations, because they are almost in the verge of ending up farming and everyone is converting into real estate. So this is the need of the hour. We need to question ourselves whether we want food onto our plate or we want nutraceuticals or any other material onto us feeding us. Everyone needs food, so this is the concern where we have to ensure to be there. It's the model which can be actually easily replicable, and it's a scalable model what we have built. We have also established in a half-acre model which is actually very adaptable by anyone. People don't really think about half-acre, but if the value addition goes on from the primary processing, warehousing, primary processing to secondary processing to packaging and everything. Today we have a model there where we want to address the post-harvest losses and reduce them up to 50%, increase the farmer's income by 3x, and also ensure that value addition happens at the source. And in fact, we need to also ensure the nutrition factor of these farmers, because they are also failing to have the good food onto their plates. So there is again a lot of things which we can do. By enabling these structures at the rural areas, we also help the rural youth not to migrate for jobs to the so-called cities or towns, but rather create themselves opportunities there where they feel that they are not the laborers or workers anymore, but they convert into entrepreneurs and the owners. The strong call for action is like, let us join together, partnering with all the stakeholders in the value chain, all the CSR stakeholders, academic institutions, and we are open to collaborate and ensuring that we work hand in hand. See, the CSR Summit itself is like growing together and collaborating is the mission what every one of us have been assembled. And if you're talking about investing in climate smart agriculture, making IoT-based detection systems where the solutions can be in the form of prevention rather than curing. So we need to address in that format. Transforming these food systems also should happen at the community level, because they are the source of food what we are eating. So they should be converted, considered as the owners, not like any laborer or any things, and converting these SHGs or FPOs into these enterprising, because they are failing to come to market. So let us work, let the youth or the entrepreneurs who are sitting in the cities can convert into link to markets, but let them be just advance from producers to processors. And we ensure that this model can be replicable, and we expect everyone to consider this. We are also looking forward, we want to go into pan-India. Thank you for the opportunity.
I am sure the audience also resonates with me on how impactful and fruitful this speech was.